Last time we talked about how to find the slope of a line using an equation and also how to find the slope of a line from 2 points. Today we're going to be focused on finding the slope of a line from a graph. Now remember that slope is rise over run. So when we're trying to determine the slope from a graph, we're going to start at the leftmost point. And then to determine the slope, well, the rise is going to be how much up or down, and then run is how far to the right we move. So if you go up, then the slope will end up being positive, and if you go down, then the slope will end up being negative. All right, take a look at example 1. So we're going to start at the leftmost point that's given. That's the one that's at -3 there on the y-axis. And I'm going to start by seeing how far up or down we have to go in order to get to the next point. In this case, we're going to have to go up 2. And then, in order to get to that point, the one that's at 3, -1, I'm going to have to move to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. So rise over run, that's going to be, well, I went up 2, so that's +2, and I went over to the right 3. So this has a slope of 2/3. Now in this next one, you'll notice we're starting here at -4 on the y-axis. And again, we're going to actually have to go up 2 and then go over to the right 3. So this also is going to have a slope of 2/3. So even though these two lines are different and we had different starting and ending points, they both had a slope of 2/3. Let's do some more examples. All right, so for this next one, let's start here at this point at 7 on the y-axis. And it looks like to get to the next point, I'm going to have to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to have to move to the right by 1. Okay, so the slope is going to be, well, I went down 4, so that's going to be -4 over 1. So my slope here is -4. All right, in this next one, we are starting at 2 on the y-axis. And it looks like I'm going to have to go down. And then, after I've gone down 1, now I have to go to the right 2. 1, 2. So the slope of this line is going to be -1 because I went down 1, and then I went to the right 2. So this has a slope of -1/2. All right, let's do one more set of examples. All right, so for example 3, this first one here, we're going to start at -3, 2. And it looks like we're going to have to go up 2 to get to the next point. So up 1, 2. And then I have to move to the right by 1. So the slope here, I moved up 2 for the rise, and then I went over to the right 1. So this has a slope of 2. Okay, and the last one we have here, it looks like we're starting at the point 3, 2. And to get to the next point, which is at 9, -1, I'm going to have to go down. So I'm going to count, I'm going down 1, 2, 3. And then I have to move to the right. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the slope here is going to be, well, I moved down 3, so -3 for the rise, and I moved to the right by 6. So the slope here is -1/2.